If you want to write a book and become a best-selling author, you're in the right place. At Elite Online Publishing, we can help you create, publish, and market your book so that it becomes a #1 bestseller. We work with a limited number of authors to ensure that they receive the best possible service. So if you want to learn how to write and publish a book that will empower you to smartly grow your brand, business, and credibility, apply today. We look forward to working with you.
Hey everyone, welcome to Elite Publishing Podcast, where you're going to get everything you need to know about publishing books, writing books, making money with your book, how to market your book, etc., etc. So we have a great author with us today, Cassidy Gundersen, and she has written not one but 2 books, and she is an Amazon #1 bestseller. And so we're going to go through her journey of what she learned, and from what she told me, her books have exploded and helped her business, and she's still making a lot of book sales. So I want to welcome my business partner, Jen Foster. She's the co-owner of our Elite Online Publishing. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing good today. It's a great day today.
All right. So Cassidy, welcome. Cassidy Gundersen. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to write a couple books.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. So I have a really unique journey. I had a ton of health problems that I was able to reverse, and I found them through natural health and nutrition. I was able to kind of create this whole different life for myself. So I started a business to help other people and coaching and that kind of thing. And as we started going, I realized there's a lot of other people doing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, I needed to kind of set myself up as an authority figure.
Mm-hmm.
And we read a book called Published. I don't even remember who it was by, but it was like about self-publishing. And my husband was like, we should self-publish. And I was like, what would we even do? What would that even look like? But we decided to go for it. It was during 2020. Everything was shut down. And our business kind of went with it. We were growing super fast and super awesome. And then things shut down, and we kind of did too for a little bit. I think it was the last thing on people's mind was like getting healthier right now. So we were like, what do we do? And it was like, okay, now's the time to write a book. So we started writing. We wrote it really quickly. We wrote the book in under a month.
I love that though. Look, I mean, it didn't take you long. You set your mind to it, and you knew you were writing about your business and your passion, and it happened fast. It doesn't have to take 2 weeks to write a book.
No, and I realized, because at first I was like, I want a manual. I want like a really intense book. And I was like, no, like that'll take me years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great long-term project. But for right now, for our business, for what we're doing, I just need to get out, I need to get something out. So our book was not very big. It's jam-packed. In fact, we got tons and tons of emails and feedback saying, we wish it was longer. We wish you had more. But that's what I want them thinking, right? I want them saying they want more.
Mm-hmm.
So we jam-packed it. It was just like full, but I think it was only a couple hundred pages. And we kind of set up a little campaign where I started promoting it on social media. We didn't have much of a following, like a little bit, but I started by offering the first chapter for free. And then I'd make little memes with quotes from the book and quotes of like various people, and we'd put them on, and then I post them on different social media groups. And then always the first thing under the meme, like under the quote, was like, get the first chapter for free, sign up for our email list. Mm-hmm. So by the time it came time to publish, I think we had 700 people on our email list.
Nice. All from just asking people to sign up for the email. So these are all people who want what you got.
Yes. Like our memes were very specific, and we just posted them all over groups that kind of matched the, thing that we were writing about. And then right underneath, like, on Facebook, you have the thing, and then you can see your commentary. It was always just a link to our website.
Mm-hmm.
We got the link up, and then I did a big campaign where I didn't want to, but for the first couple of days, my husband convinced us, and he was like, just do it. We offered a digital copy for free for 2 days. So we did a free digital copy for free, and I don't remember how many thousands of downloads we got, but we just posted it everywhere we could. We told everyone in there, get your free copy.
And did you use Kindle for that, or just an EPUB?
Yes, we did a free Kindle copy. Yep.
Yeah, great.
And then we did that, and I was like, oh, we hit like thousands of downloads, and it helped us because it propelled us and got things moving. So then we became the #1 bestseller. And I was really worried about all the sales we'd lose out on. right? Like you,
For people do, they get tied up in, oh, but they wish they have to buy my book. They have to buy it, but they
Yeah.
don't realize the momentum of getting it out there for free or at 99 cents.
Yeah. Well, the
right.
other thing people don't understand is the average book only sells 250 copies in the lifetime of the book. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean like in the first week or the first day. That's the
Right.
lifetime. So just you propelling those couple thousand sales in the first couple days was like 1,000 times better than any other book, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
exactly.
then if you don't get caught up on the money, because people are always like, oh, but if it's $1 or even $2, well, that's like, you still only make 30 cents. Like, what is 30 cents going to give you? Like,
Right.
even if you sell 100,
Right.
like $3 isn't going to help you.
Well, and we were able to propel our book and get it picked up by several stores because we'd like, you know, just
Because it was a
helped, like,
bestseller,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the scary, like, oh no, what if? But we did it. We did offered a free digital copy, but then we sold tons of physical copies too.
Mhm.
And then our business kind of took off at the same time, and we did no advertising for the book after that. We did nothing. We
Mhm.
stopped. We have not posted on social media in years. We haven't done anything, but the free digital copy, I would say a vast majority of people who got a free copy went back and bought a physical copy or multiple physical copies to send to family and friends.
Mhm.
So a lot of our orders we found are people who buy, like around holidays, we'd have people buy 10, 20 because they were giving them all away,
Mhm.
but they've got the free digital copy. So it
Mhm.
came back to us like tenfold. And then we still get every single week people who email or contact us and are like, hey, I read your book and I want to work with you. And so not only book sales, but then we become an authority figure. And so people trusted us based on the book and the stuff in the book. And then they were like, we want to hire you. And so it was the best thing we've done. So we wrote the first one, which is more of a religious book. And then I wrote my second one about my personal health journey, and is called Curing Crohn's. It was kind of a program to help people reverse IBD and Crohn's disease. And it didn't have it is more of a niche market.
Mhm.
So it didn't have the same kind of traction. I think we got maybe 500 or 700 downloads when we did the same strategy.
Mhm.
We did that the first couple of days. And so I didn't have a ton of downloads. I think most people didn't even read it. I think like it was really like, oh, like, let me see what this is about. But being in that niche market, becoming an authority figure, I consistently still get, and having that number one bestseller, that kind of thing, I'm still consistently getting clients who find my book, read it, and they're consistently coming. So we didn't make as much money on that book per se. It wasn't as much of a success as the first one, but business-wise, it's been fantastic.
And that's really the point of the book that we try and tell our authors is positioning yourself in the marketplace, getting that credibility, and it blows your business up. Even though like you might not have had as many book sales, but you've also got your business. It's helped your business even more. So I'm going to do a little coaching here too.
Yeah.
Is another great way. So 2 tips. You have an Amazon author page. So on there, your bio's on there. So your bio's a little bit short, make it a little bit more robust.
I don't even know that I wrote that. So I need to go look at it.
Yeah, here I have it. I can pull it up. I'll share my screen real quick so you can see what it looks, because Amazon just recently changed this because they love to change everything all the time. So let me just share and you can just see what it looks like. So here's your full bio right here. If I click on it and see, it's really short, right? So, and you have for Miss Idaho, learned how to reverse her Crohn's disease. So I want you to start with, I love that you reverse Crohn's disease, but start, what is the most important thing? Someone's only going to read 2 or 3 sentences of this, maybe, right? So have that be big, but you should have at least 2, maybe 3 paragraphs, because you've had such a robust background, Cassidy, that this can be a little fuller, tell a story in it even. A transformational story. Then the other tip in here is put your links in here. You're giving away a free course, you're giving away a free cookbook, you're giving away all of these things that you have. Put those links all right here. Okay.
Love it.
So again, that helps with your social media. Another great thing that I'm going to show you, let me get to your books. So the great thing about a book is you can update a book anytime, right? It's always changeable. It's like once
when you're
it's done,
self-published, let's add that. When you're self-published or have a hybrid publisher, traditional publishers don't let you.
Traditional publishers won't do this at all. So what you want to do now is go in, because you have all these free things and you have all these other things that's going on, then in here, right after your, let's see, we like to do it kind
After
of
the table of
right
contents.
after the table of contents. I would love for you to give your your call to action. We call it the CTA. Have a call to action page. Hey, if you love this book, you want to connect with me, here's the link to my website. I'm giving away a free cookbook. Now that you've bought this book, you can get my free cookbook here. You can get a free nutritional consultation here. So put that here, and guess what? Look at, I'm in your preview. I'm in your preview.
Yeah.
I can go right
You don't have to buy it.
here. I don't even
Mhm.
have to buy the book, and you can get a customer, or at least you grew your list, right? Which is the other great thing to do.
Yeah.
Mhm. So having a link there, or you can do a QR code and a link,
Yes.
which is really good, because then the print version, it'll be a QR code, so they can just,
Mhm.
go straight to the website from their phone. And the link on Amazon, well, they just recently changed this, so I don't know if it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, but if it's a hyperlink, meaning when you do your ebook, make sure that it's clickable, or your PDF, or whatever, make sure it's clickable. And if it's a hyperlink, then they should be able to click on it straight from the look inside, and it goes to the new tab and opens up. It wasn't working for me a couple months ago, so I don't know if they changed it where you can't click the links, but regardless, someone could look at the link and type it in. So
Okay.
besides your QR code, type out the full website address so people can definitely get there and have it
Love that.
hyperlinked.
Okay.
And think about how much more business that'll generate for you.
Yeah, little
just
things
by-
like that.
Yes, we call it
Mhm.
using your real estate wisely, right? How to use your real estate. So you gave away, let's say you gave away 1,500 books over the course. How much business in dollars do you think that generated for you?
I have no idea, because it like keeps coming,
Mhm.
because it hasn't stopped. Because
Referrals,
like,
too. Like the
yeah,
people that become a client, they also give you referrals, and they have a lifetime value as well.
right. And then we run conferences, and they're coming to conferences, and my husband has an herbal product business, and they're buying, like, I couldn't even begin to estimate, like, I mean, hundreds of thousands.
Mhm.
Just
I-
because
love it.
could be even seven figures from what you're describing, because like you say, what is the value? Like you could get one client, but that client brought you another client, which brought you another client,
Right.
which has happened to us down the way when we've done, it's kind of fun to do the thread. Like we're like, oh my gosh, this client brought us, that client referred two clients to us. Those
Yeah.
two clients referred two clients each to us. It all is this snowball effect.
Yeah, it does. It does. So it's hard to calculate, because it really does just keep
Mhm.
going.
Mhm. And I love that the beginning thing that started the snowball is just giving value, right? You said, okay, we're going to give the book away for free for a couple of days and promotion and giving that value. And then even just the opt-ins of, okay, I can give you a free cookbook, or I can give you a free 30-minute consultation. Like all of that giving value just comes back like tenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love your strategy of giving it away. You found groups to post it in that had a like message with it. What would you
Mhm.
say, if now that you know what you know, right? You've done 2 books. What would you do differently that you think would work better? Like, oh gosh, I wish next time we're going to do this.
Yeah. Well, I think we tried to push things out too quickly. I wish we would have had more buildup and had like a pre-order and that kind of thing, so that we could have more time to build up a bigger, I felt like it was very rushed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wish we'd have been like, hey, it's done. Let's let it sit. People can pre-order it. Let's keep getting the word out there. And I wish we would have been in a better position and had been prepared to keep the ball rolling afterwards. We had our big launch the first week, and then we stopped doing everything after that. And like, we still have had major success. So with our next one, I was like, okay, how can I keep it relevant? Right?
Mhm.
Because my
And
book
what
was
would
written
you
years
say
ago,
was your-
3 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's still kind of relevant. People are still sharing it. What if the whole time I was staying relevant and speaking on it and doing a speaking tour and going to
Mhm.
I think that would have helped significantly to get it into more hands and keep it alive longer. Because I do like, and I think we'll continue to write a book every couple of years because I love it. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Some are going to be more intense. Some are going to be the manuals I wanted, but some are just the little, baby books, the introduction. But I think we'll continue doing it every couple of years because I love it. But I think the longer you can ride that, the more it will help you throughout the life. So even 10 years down the road, it can still be alive.
Mhm.
That's so true. And I think authors forget about that. They tend to, because we do the big boost for them and do this great big launch for them. But then it's like, what's the roadmap and the plan afterwards to
Yeah.
keep it going? And the cool thing is, even if a book like your book that you did is like, oh, we did this a few years ago and we kind of haven't done anything with it, you can still re-empt it, right? You can just now you can start talking about it again. Let's start posting it on social media. Let's take quotes from that book. Let's do some new memes
Yeah.
on the book and put it out. Let's give some chapters away to
Yeah,
people.
or I'll add a new chapter and let's relaunch it. Let's, make a second edition. Yeah. There's
Right. Well, and I think people forget, authors especially, we all want success and instant gratification, right? We forget that things take time. So when we see movies like, Where the Crawdad Sings or all those other movies where it came from a book, you're just like, wow, they wrote a book and now it's a movie. It's like, well, when did they write that book? And how long ago did it take them? And how long did it take them to write the book? And what is that whole journey? Because we just look at the movie and think, oh, wow, I'm going to write a book and it's going to be a movie tomorrow. No, that's not how it works.
It's
right?
years. It's years. Of build up thinking the right people. And
Exactly.
But I do love that you wrote the book in a month, because that's what we kind of promote is, have a plan, know what you're doing, get a structure, and don't take forever to write the book. As the sooner you get it out there, like, look, you got the book out there within a good short period of time that it started working for your business. It started generating a buzz. It started getting you clients and giving you that credibility right away. So the longer you wait, it's like, well, if you could look at, if I had the book versus we get authors are like, well, I'm just not ready. I've got other things that are priority. Well, are those going to give you the same ROI that this investment's going to give you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I really commend you and your husband for taking the action. Like, you read the book on how to be published and you just did it. You're like, okay, self-publishing, here's the steps, I'm going to do it. Because so many people will say like, oh, I want to write a book, or they're sitting on a chapter of a book for the last 10 years. They don't take the action to actually get it done. So I really think that's amazing that you guys did that and took the action and just did it.
Yeah. I tell a lot of people in their various fields, I'm like, write a book. Like, you're a carpet cleaner, write a book about it. Like, it doesn't have to be, I think we want to create our legacy that we're going to be known for. And that's probably not where you're going to start off. Most major people, that wasn't their first book, right? Like the big books, it wasn't like they just were like, I think I'll write a book now. They'd tried, they'd already written stuff. They'd had failures. And then their book came. I don't think I've written my book yet. I don't think I've written the book I'm going to be remembered by yet. I'm glad we spent a month and we got it rolling. We got the ball moving. We got out a little book, but it's jam-packed full of information, very valuable, super awesome for people. And it helped propel us to get us the resources we're going to need to the information, the knowledge, the clients, the business, so that we can have time down the road. But I just write the small book, get it out there about whatever your expertise is, and it'll do wonders. I'm a huge advocate of it.
So listen to Cassidy, just do it. She's saying, just do it, get it written, get it out there. And we're here to help you at Elite Online Publishing. Just go to our author submission form at our website if you're looking for that. Cassidy, thank you so much for joining us today. Where can people meet you? And tell us the name of your books again.
Yeah, so I'm happy to chat with anybody. You can find my website. It's spirohealthandwellness.com. It's SPIRO, healthandwellness.com. And I'm happy to chat with anybody there about anything, questions you have, whatever. My books are actually not on that website, but I have 2 books, The Word of Wisdom, Hope, Healing, and the Destroying Angel, and Curing Crohn's.
Awesome. And you can get a free book and a cookbook on her website about health and nutrition.
Yeah.
And she's going to update her website, because I'm going to give her another coaching. You need to have your books on there. So it's your media. There's all my books, and click here to get them. So another great way, another great little tip for you. So thanks everyone for joining you. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you want to write a book and become a best-selling author, you're in the right place. At Elite Online Publishing, we can help you create, publish, and market your book so that it becomes a #1 bestseller. We work with a limited number of authors to ensure that they receive the best possible service. So if you want to learn how to write and publish a book that will empower you to smartly grow your brand, business, and credibility, apply today. We look forward to working with you.